Everyone, it's Heidi Smith here from Flutter by Heidi. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based here in the United Kingdom, and today I'm creating a project using our lovely prized peony stamp set, the beautiful Peony Garden DSP and the fabulous Fancy Tag Topper. New one, absolutely wonderful. Love a tag topper. This stamp set, I have to say, is absolutely beautiful. It's another one of the distinctive ones. So when you stamp it, you get all the details kind of put in there for you. This one does come with dies to cut out the flowers. It also comes with dies, excuse me, long day, to create a beautiful 3D peony, which I haven't succumbed yet, but I have seen some beautiful makes with that, and the prize peony, as I say, beautiful stamps and a lovely sort of texture background as well, but really lovely for sympathy cards. You know, so sorry for your loss and my thoughts are with you, just absolutely perfect. And these flowers just would lend themselves to that, just stamped on their own, absolutely beautiful. So that's the stamp set I'm going to use. And I'm going to be using the Peony Garden paper. So really simple palette on this, and I love that it's very simple, because this is the beautiful petal pink on the one side. We've got grey granite, basic grey, all with whisper white, and you get 12 by 12 sheets. You get 2 each of the double-sided designs. So you get 12 sheets of paper in 6 designs. And if I go through them, so on the front side you've got a lovely petal pink and a sort of geometric on the back. So again, floral, absolutely lovely. Love this particular one. And I'm going to use that in my project. And on the back, the kind of grey granite and white. This one is actually basic grey. And on the back, the same. Again, basic grey. You can see the difference here between the kind of sepia tones of grey granite and the sort of traditional grey and white of those peonies. And these would look beautiful if you wanted to just colour just a small section of them. So again, grey granite on the back. I think that looks like it's basic grey on the back there, and then grey granite and beautiful petal pink designs. So that's the paper. I guess I would be a good idea to show you the project, wouldn't it really? So today we're doing boxes. So there we go, tag topper box, just a little bit different. You see, I've used the tag topper to create the closure and done a contrasting little closure. Pretty panel on the front there, and it just opens. It's just a really nice size box to put all sorts of things in and gift out. So there's our box. So shall we get started? You're going to need your trimmer. There are a few measurements on this one because of the panels. I'm working in inches today. I will pop the dimensions in centimetres on my blog as well, away we go. So to start off with, you're going to need a piece of cardstock, which is 10 by 6.5 inches. We're going to score on the long edge, so just move your trimmer down, and you're going to score at 3 inches, 4 3/4 inches, 7 3/4 inches, and 9.5 inches. And what I should have said is, when I show you the box, I will show you how you can store it flat as well. Then on the short edge, you're going to score at 3/4 inch and at 4 3/4. So that's our card base. And next thing is obviously to reinforce those score lines. So we're just going to come in and reinforce. So your bone folder, really useful here with box making. Don't need it when you're sort of doing bags of DSP, but with boxes it really helps make a really nice crisp finish to your boxes. So what you're going to do is take your snips, and you'll see you've got a little skinny bit down here that you're going to trim away, and you're going to trim the same little rectangle at the top here. Then all you want to do is just cut down on these and we will notch those out in a bit at the top, because they're going to be our little tabs for our closure, and then cut straight up at the bottom. This is the lovely petal pink. I think it's almost one of my favourite pinks, just a slightly kind of I say an orangey tone. It's not orange, but it's just a really warm, lovely pink. Now we're then going to glue our box shut, so either use your some wet glue if you've got the time to put it to one side, just pop a little bit of that on there, or use some tear and tape, or our new Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm just waiting for mine to arrive. Okay, so this is going to go at the back, so our front panel is this one here. So you're actually going to add some glue to the inside of this very front panel as well. So just notch out only literally just a smidgen, and that just reinforces the front there. You could cut it away if you wanted, but it does make a much better finish if you can just reinforce that front edge. So just pop that in, and then if you take your bone folder and just press down, you see that there. So each of these now, just take a smallest slither off on the side, but leave that back panel square, because we're actually going to be attaching the lid to that back panel to create our contrast. So that's how we're going to leave it for the moment. Let's have a look at the panels that we need then to decorate. So you're going to need 2 of each of these side panels. So the card is 1 5/8 by 3 7/8 tall. So just watch your direction on your paper. 1 1/2 by 3 3/4. The front panel is again, I've used grey granite, and that is 3 7/8 by 2 7/8, 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. So those can just be layered straight up, and those can go onto our panels. So we've got this the 1/8 of an inch border on these ones. Nice on a small box, you know, not to have sort of big borders. Sometimes it works, but I think with these sort of the greys, I quite like just that narrow border. And so I'm still using my stamp, my snail, but Stampin' Seal is now available, and it's got more stick per inch. So for those of you that live in, you know, if you've got a humidity issues, you know, some people have damp issues in their house, then you'll find that that will work really well for you. And certainly if you like making 3D things, then it's a great product to use. So pop your side panels on the side here. This is a lovely all over floral pattern. So it really does go so well. Make some beautiful cards and boxes here. Would be lovely for a wedding maybe as well. If you're doing wedding stationery, that stamp set would be absolutely beautiful. So there's our box base. We can now get on with our lid. So to create the lid, we need a piece of card that is 2 3/4 by 3 inches, and we're going to score on the short side at 1 3/4. Like so. We then need a piece of card that's 2 7/8 by 1 5/8, and we need some DSP, which I appear to have misplaced, so I can just cut that. So that's going to be 2 3/4 by 1 1/2. So yeah, that's going to be my 2 3/4 by 1 1/2. That's going to go as a layer on my lid as well. So you can see there I've actually reversed the colours, so I've got my grey granite, and I'm going to pop this in and just eyeball it. So undo your punch, and it's this short section here that we're going to pop in. So just make sure it's going all the way in, and it's just on the sides, and punch, and you'll see it just comes up on the side. And I wanted that little edge because I want that to fold over on the front of our box, just to make sure that we've got a closure. So again, we can reinforce our fold there. And then let's add our layers. And what I will do is use some wet glue now to attach the lid to the box itself. Because it's a mechanism particularly, we want to make sure that that isn't going to come apart. So all I'm going to do is just attach that with some wet glue on the top there. So just add some glue, and so don't skimp on it because you don't want that lid popping off. And we can just add that to the top section, just up to the closure. You'll see that then folds perfectly in there. Now if you want to keep the box flat, don't glue the bottom. If you don't want to use it straight away, then obviously glue that flap at the side there. And then we're going to come round with our beautiful grey granite ribbon. So cut a good length. And I've done, it's probably about 15 inches, or no, a bit more. I've actually gone for probably about 24 inches there. And what you're going to do is just pop, obviously you'll pop your details of your item in there, and then just feed that ribbon through. And all you're going to do is just tie a really nice bow, and this ribbon is super easy to work with. It's a really nice firm ribbon, and all you need to do is just fiddle with that until your ribbon is in the right position for you, nice and tight. Okay. Just trim away. So there's our box. So now what we want to do is actually create our sentiment. So I've got a piece of grey granite, which is 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. My petal pink is 2 1/8 by 1 5/8. And then my DSP is 2 by 1 1/2. So all I want to do now is I'm going to take my lovely sentiment and stamp that in the grey granite. Having it the right way up would be a good plan. And obviously if you wanted to, you could always mask that off with a post-it note. If you just wanted the love and thanks, then just add the peony in the middle there. And we can pop that up. So I'm just layering that on the pink to just make that pink pop. Layering it onto the grey granite to add our contrast layer, and then to get that onto the side, all I'm going to do now is cut from the side of my dimensionals a piece to go down each side like so. Remove our backing, and then you can pop that on the front there. And there you have a lovely pair of tag topper gift boxes. And this one, all you need to do is just undo the ribbon. It's all ready to go. Just undo it and fold it flat. And that's great. Then you can then store that perfectly ready for you to use whenever you're ready, and know that you've got a beautiful gift box ready to gift. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and that you'll pop along and see me again soon. If you'd like to purchase any of the products, just pop along to my blog at Flutter by Heidi and you can follow the links on there. Alternatively, go straight to my shop, heidismith.stampinup.net, and you can go straight to my online shop, or drop me an email and I can place your order direct, whichever way suits you. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe now button to be notified of any of my future projects. Thanks for watching. Bye.